I'm curious if the courts or the state is going to do anything about the cop that violated the couple's rights. Uh, Supposedly the sheriff department said that the video was disturbing, yet the cops have only been removed from their positions and not fired or charged.
A lot of attention. You know, the deputies involved in this incident have already been taken out of the field while the department conducts an investigation. But some in this Lancaster community want those off deputies fired immediately.
Enough is enough. We have been down this road before. We are tired of white deputies beating black people down as if we have no rights.
Lancaster residents and community activists are outraged after watching the videos of LA County Sheriff's deputies arresting a black couple outside their local Winco grocery store on June 24th.
I was traumatized. I became very angry, and I was profoundly moved to want to take immediate action.
It's disturbing. There's no ifs and buts about it.
In a news conference, LA County Sheriff Robert Luna explained that a Winco store employee called 911 to report two customers were assaulting loss prevention workers after a theft.
Which was probably a lie, along with the claims that they stole a cake. The employee was just a racist POS.
Got you down, buddy, big dog. I don't have nothing.
The couple had allegedly stolen a cake. While the man was being handcuffed, the woman was recording on her cell phone. Then suddenly...
No, you can't touch me. You can't touch
These cops attacked these people over the accusations that they stole a cake, yet they were treating these people like they committed one of the biggest crimes of the century.
Get down on the ground. Get on the ground. Stop. I don't get... Stop, you're gonna get punched in the face. You punch me and you're gonna get sued.
On the ground, the woman was pepper sprayed, while her partner kept telling deputies,
That's wrong, man. You gotta do that to her. She got cancer, big bro. Man, don't do her like that. Imagine if it was your grandma.
And what the sheriff department has looked at this video, and they can't determine with their own eyes if the cop committed used excessive violence. You can easily see in the video that he used excessive violence, yet the cops are dragging their feet.
Mother, your auntie, your mother, your sister, body being slammed to the ground for simply recording their partner's mistreatment and unlawful detainment.
Just couldn't believe my eyes. I was just so upset.
Lisa Michelle Garrett was sitting in her car watching the arrest and recording on her cell phone.
Yeah, and that is one reason why the cop attacked the woman, because she was recording an unlawful detainment, and he did not like that he was being filmed, and it could be used against him. So he went animalistic on her because she's a black woman.
It was really, really bad. And he had his fist up to her, and he said, I'm going to sock you. And that's, you could hear me in the video saying, don't you sock her, don't you sock a woman. Oh.
And it's hilarious how, like, racist white people think that, you know, black people are these violent, animalistic thugs, when you can see cops act worse, especially white cops, way worse than any black person.
A woman whose name has not been released was arrested and cited for assaulting an officer and battery on loss prevention personnel at the store. The man...
Wait, battery on an officer? She didn't even hit him. And how can they get her on assaulting a loss prevention officer when that didn't even happen either? So they're trying to charge them with bogus charges because they're black, and these cops are racist, just like cops typically anywhere you go.
And faces charges of resisting an officer, petty theft, and interfering with a business.
Interfering with the business? That's somehow a crime? And how did they interfere with the business by shopping there? That's messed up how these people are charged for various crimes when they did nothing wrong besides shop at a place. Uh, the 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 employee there should be arrested.
Protesters went inside the Winco store to express their anger, alleging store employees called it a robbery instead of petty theft to get deputies on the scene faster.
Yeah, because it's black people. They wanted to make sure the officers were armed and ready to attack the black people, and that's what happened. Just like the New York City park chick who called the cops on a black dude who asked her to put a leash on her dog and said she was being attacked and was like, yeah, you're black and I'm going to weaponize that against you. People love to weaponize people's blackness against them.
Petty theft, once they're out the store, then that's all it is. Petty theft was a misdemeanor. But when you say an armed robbery, that escalates things to a whole different level where people can get killed.
No one likes to see that. I don't think anybody ever wants to see any force being applied in any manner. If I'm looking,
That's a lie because cops love to see excessive force applied to black people.
looking at this objectively, what were the deputies thinking? Meaning they're responding to a robbery. What's happening on the other end?
We heard the
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, if these cops honestly believed two people were robbing a store just for a cake, the cops are honestly stupid.
press conference from Sheriff Luna. It was a disgrace. It was disheartening. It was disappointing. Sheriff Luna, hear us today. We voted for you to do the right thing, and we demand that you do the right thing.
Cops will never do the right thing because that's not why cops were created, and that's not why they still exist.
Sheriff Luna says they will be taking a look at the use of force. Was it excessive in this case, keeping in mind what those deputies knew when they arrived here? So they will be taking a look at that, and Sheriff Luna says,
Okay, well, after they got on the scene, they knew that they were being filmed and decided to attack a woman. So, I mean, those cops honestly did not believe a store was being robbed because nobody was acting like they want to use the robbery as an excuse to use excessive force, but we all know nobody was being robbed.
please just have patience while we conduct this investigation.